magsisilbing mabisang sandata sa mapagpalayang pakikipagsapalaran ng sambayanan. Right. The function of and nature of language then cannot be adequately discussed in a neutral and positivistic or empiricist way, given its insertion into conflicted relations of production, at least since the emergence of class-divided societies in history. In the Philippines, the status and function of various languages, Spanish, English, and the numerous vernacular or regional languages, cannot be assayed without describing them in the history of colonial and decolonial domination of the peoples in these islands. In this regard, the terms national popular and nation people, as Gramsci employed them in a historical materialist discourse, should be used in referring to Filipinos in the process of expressing themselves, albeit in a contradiction-filled way. Diverse communities interpolating other nationalities and conducting dialogue with themselves and other conversers. It is necessary to assert the fundamental premise of what I would call the national popular, that is the nation constituted by the working masses in our country, mainly workers and peasants, not the patricians or the oligarchs. Otherwise, the nation, in the archive of Western-oriented or Eurocentric history, is usually identified with the elite, the property classes, the national bourgeoisie, or, in our case, the comprador bourgeoisie, and its allies, bureaucrats, and feudal landlords, and the retinue of gangsters, private armies, thugs, and so forth. Which is very, very, I think, timely today, since we are all, we all see in TV the parade of this retinue of gangsters. Actually, today we inhabit a neo-colony dominated by comprador bureaucratic bloc of the property classes, allied with and supported in manifold ways by the U.S. hegemon and its regional accomplices. The Filipino nation is an unfinished and continuing project, an unfinished work, constantly being reinvented, but not under conditions of its own making. Becoming Filipinos is a process of decolonization and radical democratization of the social formation. This is almost a cliché among the progressive forces with a nationalist orientation. It bears repeating that Filipino sovereignty is a dynamic totality whose premises are political independence and economic self-sufficiency. We have not achieved these premises. So given the current alignment of nation-states in the world system under U.S. hegemony, whose hegemony is unstable, precarious, in fact in the decline, sustained by manifold antagonisms, and perpetually challenged by other regional blocs, China and so forth, becoming Filipino is an ever-renewing trajectory of creation and recreation, a process overdetermined by legacies of the past and unpredictable incidences of the present and future. Within this configuration, an evolving emergent Filipino language may be conceived as both a medium and substantive element in fashioning this sequence of becoming Filipino. A sequence grasped not as a cultural essence, but as a network of dynamic political affiliations and commitments. Ang wika ay hindi isang bagay na may sariling halaga, kundi bahagi ito ng kategorya ng kamalayang sosyal, isang kamalayang practical consciousness, as Marx said, na gumaganap sa buhay bilang lakas ng produksyon, language and productive force. Matutukoy lamang ito sa gitna ng isang partikular na mode of production sa isang determinadong formasyong sosyal. Hindi ito bukod sa pagtatagisang pang-ideolohiya. Kalahok ito sa pagbubuo ng integral state, konseptong galing kay Gramsci, tambalan ng lipunang sibil at lipunang pampolitika. Ang usapin ng wika ay hindi mahihiwalay sa yugto ng kasaysayan ng bayan na laging komplikado at di pantay ang pagsulong ng iba't ibang bahagi and even the human development. Sa makatwid sa ating sitwasyon, ang suliraning pangwika ay di mahihiwalay sa programa tungo sa tunay na kasangilan at kasaganaan mula sa kasalukuyang neo-kolonyal at naghihikahos na kalagayan ng bayan. Sa Pilipinas, ang lagay at papel na ginagampanan ng wika ay may papaliwanag lamang sa pagsingit nito sa ugnayang panlipunan, sa kontradiksyon ng sumusulong na puwersa ng produksyon at namamayaning balangkas na pumipigil sa pagsulong ng buong lipunan. Ang katayuan ng wika ay nakabatay sa kasaysayan ng bansa, sa kolonyal at neokolonyal na dominasyon ng Kastila, Amerika, Hapon, at sa himagsikan ng sambayanan laban sa pang-aapi. Ang mga katagang nasyonal, popular o pambansa makamasa na iminungkahi ni Gramsci ang dapat ilapat sa nakararami na nag-aadikang makapagpahayag ng kanilang pagkatao sa iba't ibang paraan. Tigib ng kontradiksyon na bunga ng di pantay at pinagtamba na pagsulong ng iba't ibang sangkap ng kabuuang struktura ng lipunan. Ang wika ay nakalubog sa daloy ng mga kontradiksyong nabanggit sa lipunan. So only within the project of achieving substantive national independence and egalitarian democracy can we argue for the need for one national language as an effective means of unifying the masses of peasants, workers, and middle elements and allowing them integral participation in the hegemonic process. And this is not, I think, a question simply of cultural identity, nor is it simply a linguistic question. So without changing the unequal and unjust property relations, a distinctive Filipino culture incorporating all the diverse elements that have entered the everyday life of the masses cannot be defined and allowed to flourish. Without the prosperous development of the material resources and political instrumentalities, a Filipino cultural identity can only be an artificial and hybrid fabrication of the elite. That is an excrescence of global consumerism, a symptom of the power of transnationalized commodity worship that right now dominates the popular consciousness via the mass media, in particular television, film, music, food, fashion styles, even fashions of worshiping and religious practices. Packaged lifestyle that permeate the everyday practices of ordinary Filipinos across class, ethnicities, age, and location. The consumerist habitus, to use Bourdieu's concept, acquired from decades of colonial education and indoctrination, has almost entirely conquered and occupied the psyche of every Filipino, except for those consciously aware of it and collectively resisting it. With the rise of globalization, it has been fashionable, if a tendentious practice among the floating intellectuals that we have, mostly resident in colleges and universities, to advocate the maintenance of the status quo, that is English as the prestigious language, Taglish as the media lingua franca. I think that's what they say. And Filipino and other languages as utilitarian devices for specific tasks. But soon we find that the imitated pluralistic